welcome back everybody to the Circle Show 24/7. This is Solo, a Star Wars story. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, Solo, a Star Wars story. This movie is here. It's been different directors, writers, just everything crazy about this movie has happened, but it's finally here. We have made it to this point. I have to say, I really enjoy this movie a lot. Going into this movie, you have so many different kind of expectations, especially being a Han Solo fan, being, a original Star Wars fan, and wherever you want to see this character who you grown up loving so much done right. Because it's played by a different person, a younger person, somebody who's not Harrison Ford. So you kind of have to, for me, I kind of have to just throw all that out the window and then just take it as it is. You know what I mean? Just take it as it is. And that's what I did for Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo. I didn't judge him on, oh, he's not like Harrison Ford, or he's not doing the best interpretation of Harrison Ford or whatever. As long as I go into the movie and I can sit down and see aspects of Han Solo, then I'm going to be okay, you know what I mean? And that's what I did. I just sat down, I relaxed, and I saw certain moments that I needed for him to hit. He hit, so I enjoyed the movie for what it was, you know what I mean? I didn't have so much crazy high expectations. I enjoyed the movie for what it was because he hit every moment that I needed him to hit. I needed him to hit moments with Chewie and his reaction and his the way he acts around Chewie. That needed to be a certain way. He hit that. I needed him to act and do certain things and have that chemistry with Lando. He did that. I needed him to be in awe and inspired the way he sees the Falcon for the first time. He did that. So if he did those three things, I was going to be okay. And for me, he did those three things. It's not a perfect movie, obviously, but it's a very, very enjoyable movie. And the cast of characters that they have were really, really good, especially, having Chewie. Like I said, that was a big moment for me. Like, him interacting with Chewie for the first time is a big moment in Star Wars history. From like different lore, the comics, the expanding universe, just so many things, the life debt and stuff. Just so having that moment, like him meeting Chewbacca for the first time, was a very important moment that I think both Alden and Jonas, who plays Chewbacca, really nailed. And that camaraderie of those two, like not liking each other and fighting and bickering, and then growing to loving each other and being each other's like best friends, was just a very powerful moment. And it was shot very well. That introduction to Chewbacca is probably one of the best moments in a Star Wars movie, and it's one of the best moments in this movie. So I hats off to everybody involved in that moment, because that was a very special moment that they really nailed, and it really persuade me to really enjoy this movie and just relaxing. Another great moment that everybody in probably any review you read were very hyped to see was Donald Glover as Lando. That's like one of those things where when you think about it, it's like, that's just a perfect choice. He looks like Billy D. He's cool like Billy D. Williams. So it just makes a perfect choice. And he did a fantastic job, man. He did a fantastic job. And just like the way he acts, he's so cool. I remember I was sitting next to my friend, and when they first they're hyping meeting Lando up, she's hyping meeting Lando up, or introducing Lando to Han, and they're like hyping this moment up, and you just see him just kind of playing the sabacc game and like beating everybody. And I looked at my friends like, oh, he's so cool. He's so cool. You know what I mean? So I really liked seeing him in this movie. He did a fantastic job. One moment I really like he's basically like if you think about it, this version of Lando is like a YouTube star. He likes recording himself with the Lando Chronicles and stuff like that. He's like what we do. He's like a YouTube star. He just likes to record himself doing cool shit and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed that moment. Donald Glover put his little sprinkle of childish Gambino and his little sprinkle of Billy D. Williams, and he just molded it perfectly together, and it was just a great Lando. So I'm looking forward to seeing way more of him. The rest of the supporting cast was fantastic. Emilia Clarke. Who else did we have? Just everybody in this movie, just everybody in this movie was really good. Woody Harrelson as kind of like a mentor slash kind of tutor to Han, and to really get Han in that mindset to where when you meet him in A New Hope, you understand his mindset. He puts Han on that path to that kind of mindset that we know Han and love Han for. So just watching this younger version of Han grow and meeting these younger characters that we all know and love, just very interesting and very intriguing. A lot of great action moments were in this movie, and a lot of great surprises are in this movie. That a lot of people will start talking about, and it's like one of the first Star Wars movies where they kind of brought some of the expanded universe, some of the cartoon stories and the cartoon just stuff like that. Mythology into this movie, so that was really interesting to see, because you don't really see that a lot of them bringing some of that other mythology that we know from the Rebels and Rebels and Clone Wars and some of the comic books. They brought some of that into this movie, and it was just very interesting to see. Like I said, it's not a perfect movie for me. The biggest thing that I think they should have did was add Lando just a little bit more, just 3 or 4 more scenes of Lando would have probably been enough for me, just to sweeten that a little bit more. Just add him a little bit more, or maybe introduce him earlier in the movie would have been cool. But I don't have too many gripes, because I went into this movie knowing that this movie had so many issues just in production and stuff, that I didn't want that to boggle me down in my review and stuff. And it didn't really boggle me down. The only stupid thing was them saying how he got his name Han Solo. That was kind of stupid. That could have been a different. They could have wrote that a little bit better, but that's nothing. You get over stuff like that if the characters are good. A lot of reviews I've been listening to said it was slow, and sometimes I didn't really feel like it was slow. I don't know, like I said, maybe because I was just not anticipating as much, so it just kind of flew by for me and my friends. And I felt like this is one of the better Star Wars movies with just action, where it's just constant, it keeps going, it flows really good, and I like I said, I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I like it better than Rogue One. I do like it better than Rogue One, and I really liked Rogue One. I really enjoyed Rogue One, but with Rogue One, you knew going into that movie that nobody was going to make it out of that movie. You know what I mean? So it was hard to really really engage with all those characters, because you knew from A New Hope that these characters are not making it out of here. So you're not that much invested. You're invested in the story, but you're not really invested in the characters that much. You're invested in these characters because some of these characters live on past that, and so I was more invested in these characters and their backstory of that. So like I say, I'd probably put that over Rogue One. I need to see it a few more times. By Monday, I would have seen it 4 times, because I'm seeing it tomorrow, Sunday, and then I might see it on Monday too. So it'll probably be 4 times by Monday. So I can have a better gauge of where it is. But as for right now, I really enjoyed this movie, guys. What did you guys think? What were your favorite moments? What were your favorite surprises? What were your the cool Easter eggs that you saw? Please comment below. Let me know what you enjoyed. What was your favorite Lando cape? That's what I want to know. What was your favorite Lando cape? I really like his tropical number at the end. Yeah, he literally had a Hawaiian shirt on in Star Wars at the end of this movie. I kid you not, that was literally a Hawaiian shirt that Lando had on. But I really enjoyed this movie, guys. So comment below, hit that ding button, that bell stupid button to get all my videos. And as always, this is the Cirque Show 24/7. Be easy.